Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother, Sean Ali, here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver it in. And then, as always, I pray that it's timely and important and that I'm not wasting your time. And I just wanted to briefly come and talk about what is known as the YPLL. The YPLL. And this stands for years of productive life lost. This stands for years of productive life lost. And this deals with premature death. There is a such concept of premature death. And I talk about a lot in my business, and because I specifically focus my education on premature death. Because if you and I can overcome premature death, what are we left with? Abundant life. So when we are looking at YPLL, this is a count that they use to keep the statistics on premature death. Now, in almost every industrialized country, the lifespan is topped at 75. Between 75 and 83 is the lifespan of almost every industrialized country. So this means that the scientists, the medical experts and professionals of these countries, when they look at the lifestyle, the diet, when they look at the level of activity to measure the entire country, they say that you and I will only live to be about 75. That's low. But then they have a premature death count, which is the YPLL, years of productive life lost. So the lifespan in the industrialized countries is 75, right? So this means by 75, they expect you to die. Now, let's say if you die at 40, right? So that means if you die at 40, you had 35 years of productive life lost. You have a 35-year premature death count. That means you were supposed to be here for at least 35 more years, because in almost every industrialized country, the lifespan is at 75. So they expect you to live at least 75 years. So if you die before you reach the age of 75, whatever years is left over is your YPLL count, your years of productive life lost. So here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we have science. We have solutions that will help, because you have to look at your life and you have to look at your current health condition. You look at your previous health condition. Were you healthy yesterday? Are you healthy today? So if you were unhealthy yesterday and you are unhealthy today, that means you are still doing the activities that cause your imbalance. So now, if you don't change your lifestyle, then you will have a great chance of being unhealthy tomorrow. So here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we have studied. I have one book in particular, Enjoying Abundant Life, Scientific Concepts for You to Build Your Supreme Health. I studied pathology, and I studied pathophysiology, and that science, it looks at the movement in the causes of death. So in this study, you look at the causes of death, and then you look that there are not that many causes of death. So when we went and I examined this, I took and I created, they have a top 10 causes of death that a majority of almost everybody dies from. You have a few others that are not on the top 10 that people die from, but you have almost a top 10 ways that accounts for almost all of the deaths. So now, in this book in particular, we have solutions for all top 10 ways that we die. So now, as you are studying this book, you find your lifestyle, you find your sickness and your disease on the list. And once you find your disease or your sickness or your imbalance on the list, you find your solution. So now you can solve the problem that you caused. So now not only can you decrease or end or eliminate your YPLL, your years of productive life loss count, but you can make it to 75 and then you can still live. Because if you make it to 75 and you die, your body does not disappear. Your body is still here. So that means you can still be in it, alive, youthful, vibrant, abundant, multiplying, and subduing the earth. The choice is yours, because when we look at the causes of death, unless you were born with a particular ailment or disease, unless you were born with a particular ailment or disease, then you had to create your disease through your lifestyle. Smoking is the #1 actual cause of death. Poor diet and exercise is the #2 actual cause of death. Drinking is the #3 actual cause of death. And these three account for almost every cause of death. So if you're not smoking, if you're not drinking, but you are not eating to live and not exercising enough, then they will be enough to cause your premature death. We are not created to die. We have an immune system that's all, it's a gift from God. We have an immune system that has an almost natural answer for almost every external problem that we can encounter. Through our lifestyle, through our poor dietary choices, through our lack of exercise, through our improper thinking and stress, we interfere and compromise our immune system. Once your immune system is compromised, then you will have a disease or an imbalance. But if your immune system is strong and working, it is impossible for you to get sick. It is impossible for you to have a chronic, reoccurring disease with a strong, healthy immune system. Because your immune system has a memory. Once it learns how to solve that problem, it remembers it. And it remembers the solution. So if you ever encounter that same health problem again, your body has the immediate answer. So if you lose that ability, if your immune system is compromised, that is the beginning of creating your YPLL count, your years of productive life loss. So when we look at this, life and death is not mysterious. We literally get out what we put in. Because when you come out of the womb, when you come out of your mother's womb, when we came out of the womb, they looked at you, they examined you, they did blood tests, and they counted your fingers and your toes, and they made sure you could see. And once they saw that you were good, they said, hey, you got a perfect baby boy or girl. So it's somewhere in our lifestyle that we created that imbalance, and it takes away from our lifespan. So by the statistics for it is the YPLL, years of productive life loss, premature death. In all industrialized countries, the lifespan usually is at 75 years. So this means that you are at least expected to live 75. And if you die before 75 years, if you lose your life before 75 years, like I said as an example, if 75 is the lifespan and you perish at 40, that means that 35 years is years of productive life loss. This is a 35-year premature death count. This means that you could still have been here if you know it died. This means that when we looking at death and we are looking at life, that all of the science points to us having the control of our life and our death. That if you are not born with it, then it is your lifestyle that creates your disease. And it is our lifestyle that creates our solution. We have solutions, family. Enjoy an abundant life. Scientific concepts. So you and I can build our supreme health so that we can successfully enjoy our abundant life. So I just wanted to talk about the statistics of the YPLL, years of productive life loss and premature death. This is a legitimate and real science. And so asking you, have you created your YPLL count? Have you created a years of productive life loss count? Are you going to at least make it to 75? Or are you going to suffer a premature death? How old are you now? How far away from you from reaching 75? Do you look at your life now? Look at your current health condition. And be honest with yourself. What are your chances of you reaching 75 right now? And if you can't see it, the years that you have lost between when you die and the age of 75 are considered the YPLL, years of productive life loss. It is considered to be a premature death. That's not living old age. That's not abundant life. We have to literally get past 75 to be considered in the process of abundant life. And if you don't, every year before that is a year of productive life loss. It's premature death. And here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we want to help you. We have solutions to your problem, to help you overcome your obstacles of your imbalances, so that you can create that balance, so that you can improve your health, so that you can successfully enjoy your abundant life. So family, thank you for tuning in with me and giving me some of your valuable time. If you or somebody you know is suffering from an imbalance, from a dis-ease, from an illness or sickness, and they have not yet received an answer, we have solutions. Our solutions are science-based, based on the current in ancient successful practices, enjoying abundant life. The choice is yours. If I can show you how to eliminate your causes of your death, what are you left with? If you can be shown how to eliminate your causes of your death, what would you be left with? Your abundant life. Come on, family, let's get it. Thank you for tuning in, giving me some of your valuable time. I'm your brother, Sean Ali, here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And I thank and I leave you as I came, in the spirit of brotherly love, and in the spirit and in the name of God. Salam alaikum, Hotel, Black Power. Power to the people. Peace. Mm-hmm.